Hey y'all, Rick from Ozark Living Homestead. It's Sunday morning. I think it's 11 degrees, 10 degrees, something like that. But the Weather Channel website says it's a feels like temperature of 1 degree with a wind chill factor of 4 below. Yeah, I can tell it is. Trust me, it is. But I had to get out here and get the animals done. And normally the way I do this, I take up their waterers, which you can kind of see them all on that little chicken tractor down there and around. I don't put water in them during the freezing weather because I lost a couple of them last year that actually froze up and busted. So I put them in open buckets. And what I do at night, depending on the temperature, but when I know it's really going to freeze, I'll dump those buckets out because all the chickens are locked up. And then I'll turn them upside down so they don't fill up with any rain or anything that might come in the middle of the night. But in the mornings, I take and fill them up so that way the chickens have water. Now, I normally have a hose hooked to this, and this hose I had hooked to it last night, and I take the little hand faucet thing off the end of the hose, and I stretch this hose out all the way down through there. Now this goes downhill, so all the water should have drained out of it. Well, it didn't. So it froze up last night. I couldn't get any water through it this morning, so I had to disconnect it. But I'm able to get that. That's one of those, I think that actually goes 24 inches or more into the well house that won't freeze up. I forgot what they're called exactly, but they don't freeze up. So you always have water, no matter how cold it is, as long as you got warm temperatures inside your well house. Now, and what I'll do is I fill the buckets up. I actually have them on the back of my truck because I have to go out and feed the dog and give the goats water because I know their bucket is frozen up. On days like today, it's only supposed to get up to 24. I'll go out in the middle of the day and I'll check everybody's water, and if it's frozen, I'll break it up. If it's frozen too hard, I'll dump it and put fresh water in it. And then I'll do it again late this afternoon, right before they go in, to make sure they have enough water. So I'll do that 3 times during the day. And then when I lock them in at night, I'll dump their water again, because we're supposed to get down. I'm not exactly sure the temperature, but I was thinking they said 15, 16 degrees tonight. And we live in a hollow, and we live way out. So it actually gets a little colder out here, just a few degrees, not much more than in town. But I thought I'd show you guys how I do this. Like I said, I get the water up here and I get it in buckets. And I go around and I fill all the buckets up for these guys to have water. And they don't seem to mind the temperature. I'm sure they're cold, but they get acclimated to this stuff. And I haven't lost any chickens or anything yet. They seem to be doing pretty good. I haven't had any problems with them at all so far. But here is, try not to move so fast. Normally what I do is to go out and take the goats. I normally take a 5-gallon bucket out there and refill their bucket, but I'm just going to take some jugs today. And normally that small trailer over there, I have hooked on the back of the John Deere riding lawnmower. But I took the mower deck off the bottom of it, and I kind of use it as a little tractor to pull that trailer around, to move things around the property and to do different things and stuff like that. But here's 3 jugs of water. That's 3 gallons of water. I'll go out there and put that in there on top of the ice, because I know it's iced over. And then there's the dog food, and I'll show you guys how I feed the dogs and the goats. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and move the truck out there, and I'll set up out there. All right, guys, you can see she's waiting on her food, but I have to feed her most of the time up there at the other gate by the road, because the sheep, if he even knows she's attempting to eat, he will come over running to get her food. Now, I'm getting ready to give him some water, and the sheep is actually over there in the big hay bale. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's just over there next to that black goat there. They're eating off the hay bale. And I may be able to sneak the food to her. If not, then I'll have to walk it up to the other end there and feed her. I'm trying to be kind of quiet, because if he knows I'm over here, he figures I'm bringing food. He will come over here. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give him some water and then see if I can sneak some food into her. And I bring this water out in these jugs. Like I said, most of the time I just bring a barrel. There comes the sheep. He figures I got food, and he will follow her around because he knows what she's doing. But maybe I can distract him. Alright guys, it'll probably hold half of this other jug that I got. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let him drink it down, then I'll put that 3rd gallon in there. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to walk up there and try to get her to eat her food before he figures out what's going on. Well, that one didn't work out so good. He followed me right up to the other gate, so maybe I can sneak it in here now. And this is what I normally do. I'll walk up the other end. Well, here he comes now. Normally we go up there, try to keep him distracted. But he's headed down here. So I'm going to have to get it before he gets here. Well, maybe he won't come over here. No, he's coming. He hears her crunching. No, he's not paying attention. That's weird. He normally pays really good attention. He hears her eating. There he comes. Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to figure out a better way because I've been doing this for too long this way. And normally he'll be out in the field somewhere and I can sneak up and just give her food and she'll eat it before he even realizes what's going on. So I'm going to try to walk up the other end again and see if I can give it to him up there, her up there. Well, normally he doesn't give me this hard of a time. He normally goes about his business, but it's cold and everything. So let me see. I'll try it again. If not, no, here he comes again. I'm gonna have to wait him out, and unfortunately, because she's got to eat, and I always give her a little extra now. It's getting really cold to keep the weight on, to keep the calories in her, you know, because that keeps her healthy. And but they seem to be doing great. The goats and you know, all the dog, all the animals seem to be doing great. So, all right, guys, I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna wait him out. Eventually, he'll go on to the other side of the hay bale or something, or he'll go out in the field, and I'll be able to sneak this into her, which he's headed over to the hay bale now. No, he's headed, he doesn't know. He knows I'm up to something, so he's headed up toward the other gate. Maybe he thinks I've left it up there now, so I'm going to go ahead and sneak this over to her. Okay, guys, she's eating now. He's a little over halfway up toward the gate up there. Headed up toward the gate. He keeps stopping and looking back. Here he comes. He hears my voice. Or he hears her crunching that dog food, so. Yep, here he comes. What I'm going to do is he's headed up toward the other gate. I don't want to fool him. I'm going to go ahead and put our food in, but I'm going to walk up there real fast and distract him. He'll think I have the food, bringing it up there. Here he comes back. So I'm going to go up and distract him. Alright guys, finally got her fed. Kept him up there, kept him distracted. He thought I had the food up there, and that's the only reason he stayed up there hanging around. He was waiting for that food. So we'll go ahead and get her bowl and get back over there. I'm gonna give him this last jug of water, and I'll come out, like I said, in about midday or so, a little, and check all that water again, make sure nothing's frozen up. They got plenty of water, and then late this afternoon they'll get more fresh water, and they'll get fed. All right, guys. right, guys. I'm about done. I'm about frozen, to tell you the truth. I'm going to go ahead and get back inside. If you like the video, go ahead and give us a big thumbs up. I appreciate it, and hope you enjoy the videos. And go ahead and comment, and you guys stay warm and safe. All right, guys, have a great day.